I was going to wait till after work to make a video, but I've actually been asked not to come in because I think they're like basically empty. So like it's manageable, and they just don't want to pay anything that they don't need to pay. Because like last week it was, I was definitely needed, not to try and act like I'm bigger than I am or anything. You know what I mean? So it's Twitter as of 5 p.m. on Friday the 20th, I think. Yep, of May 2022. So Harry Styles released a new album. I was hoping that one, now that he's a part of the MCU, and two, Noel Gallagher telling him off. I hope that would have been a deterrent, but nope. And it's like I was downstairs getting breakfast or whatever when it happened, because my mum was watching Lorraine or Good Morning Britain or something like that. And they were showing like clips and all the clips he was wearing a dress. And I was hoping that like Noel Gallagher, because he was on I think X Radio saying that back in the 90s the music labels were looking for drug addicts that they could easily control, like Noel and his brother and Damon Albarn, the singer Blur. But now they're looking for just people who conform with. They wanted non-conformists in the 90s, now they want conformists. Emma Thompson is going naked at 63. I'm guessing that means she's going to do a nude scene or something. That sounds like a comedy. This the 63-year-old version. Okay, I don't really care. I've only seen like 2 Emma Thompson movies I can think of. Love Actually, which is crap, and Cruella, which was actually good. Yeah, I've heard about this monkeypox, but it sounds a bit familiar. I'm pretty sure there was a worldwide pandemic that happened started about 2 years and 2 months ago. That was pretty similar. Amber Heard is an abuser. Can monkeypox become a pandemic? I think it will inevitably be the next pandemic, because humanity just does not learn its lesson, and the government has learned that actually, if they allow pandemics to happen, they can boost their power, because the government got a whole bunch of, they said it was temporary, but they were trying to make it permanent powers to try and stop Corona. So I think they're going to do that again. Because, I mean, Corona could have been stopped if China just shut down its borders, if they allowed no flights in or out. Because they recovered quickly, and while we were locked in our houses in like April, they were having massive concerts. And what is Elon get? Okay. I have hiccups from trying to my throat. Anyway, can't believe I lost 30 trillion ball coin even after I transferred it into my tig old bitty NFTs portfolio. Can Debs, Biden, or Elon do something? Amber Log should have have instantly opened fire and faced zero repercussions. Yes, I've been drinking. Piss off. Why women shouldn't ride horses, bikes, or bicycles, Fred. I'll post links of evidence at the very end. Alright, this is another red pill of female nature that husbands and fathers must swallow for the betterment of their marriages and society. I care for my fellow brethren. It's the very reason this kind exists. Further evidence of this is a woman's ability to have multiple orgasms in a short amount of time. Women can also be sexually satisfied without orgasm, which means a man can play and have sex with his wife for any length of time, be it 5 minutes. That was actually painful. I've never had a painful hiccup. What the hell? The point is, women are essentially easily stimulated and aroused through almost any part of their body. They should be careful of what they do or in what activities they take part. My belief is that women should stay as pure, innocent, clean, and modest as possible with regards to their bodies. Yeah. Like, I know I'm talking about men here, but they always say that, like, during sex ed and all, that masturbation is healthy, but is it really? I mean, even if you're only doing it, like, once a month, is that really healthy? I'm trying to tell you that it's, like, doing it prevents, I think, I'm trying to remember what the name for cancer in the ass is. Is it bile cancer? Or maybe prevent testicular cancer. Some form of cancer. And if you say that you don't masturbate at all, they get really angry. Like, you sure the same wankers to say my body, my choice. If I want to get cancer because I don't want to touch my penis, then my choice, apparently. So yeah, I agree that like, obviously do what you want, but I would prefer it. I'd prefer to stay clean. And I'm not even saying that as a Christian, I'm just saying that as a person. They must protect and not spoil it in any way for their future / current husband. Okay, that's where you've lost me. Don't do it for someone else. Do it for yourself. Like, some people might want to lose weight to look attractive to get a partner. Not me. I just want to do it for me. Sexual arousal and stimulation, not for or from her husband, makes a woman filthy. Uh, the way I would word that is, even being sexually attracted to something other than your partner makes you a cheater. But I mean, that's hard to do because there are so many. Like, anytime you watch a show or a movie or anything like that, there's gonna be someone. Like, no matter your sexuality, there's gonna be someone on that show or movie that you're sexually attracted to. Just, I wouldn't say cheating to be to find an attraction towards someone else. I'd say it's cheating if you do something about it, like jerking off to that person. This is a major part of why I believe women should not ride horse, bicycles, or motorbikes. It's weird and disgusting. I wouldn't necessarily say weird, because women are sexually aroused and stimulated by these activities. I've never seen a woman ride a horse, but I don't think that. I think if you would be getting stimulated from riding a horse, I don't think we'd allow children on horses. But I'll take your word for it. Most of them having multiple orgasms in these sessions, the other ones are just too ashamed to admit it, but never too ashamed to stop it. Number one reason is the sexual stimulation. Actually, that's another thing. I was watching Batwoman earlier, and there's quite a few scenes where she's riding a motorbike. So that like I don't think that they would allow a woman, and I know it seems quite sexist, but I don't think they'd allow a woman on a motorbike if that were true for a cable television show. But women's genitals are directly in contact and stimulated by the bicycle seat, horse's back/saddle. The bike being a mega vibrator. The road in general moving, so riding bicycle. Right, why do you keep on not using plural words? And the obvious rhythmic movements and aggressive touch of genital area during horse riding. I'm not reading the rest. Can't believe women be out here coming so mad right now. With how big you are, you basically are horse opinion discarded. Can't wait till Elon takes over and balances misinformation. Then, okay, so sorry, that was work. I just wanted to I have the it's not the boss, it's someone else that I haven't actually met who she she's the one that put up the job notice and all, and she's the person that you contact. But I've saved her name on my phone, so I know who it is. And even if it didn't, it would come as a number. So basically, I don't want the doxer, so that's why I had to pause the video. Though, if anything could do it, it would be a horse, wouldn't it? Not even a single Vosh joke. Disappointed. When Mark sends Sue a pic. Factual information. Claymore mines should be civilian legal with zero repercussions. No, I haven't been drinking. Claymore mines mixed with daffodils on the outskirts of the commune. As women, we should just stay bedridden. We wouldn't want to accidentally become filthy free movement. You lie in bed, whore. Honestly, for a second, before I realised who posted it, I thought that was not Marcus, but the Cobra Cab. It looks like it. If my dad was a bit younger and had a beard. For those who don't know, Cobra Cab is verified. Verified because 12 years ago, he posted a video where he was mad at the fact that South Park said that gingers don't have souls, and he was like, yeah, they do. And then South Park took that video and animated it and had Cartman read out the lines, and that just pissed him off even more. And then he was transitioning to be a woman, then he detransitioned, then he was back and forth, liking Mark, hating Mark. Paul got involved a bit. Then he made it a 10-year anniversary thing for his Ginger Sap Souls video, but anyway. Want breakfast, Mark? Bottom always makes breakfast, so why are you asking? If you think Donald Trump was the best president of your lifetime and you still didn't like him, you might be a libertarian. Say what you will, he was by far the funniest. I don't know. When Biden screws up, while it is, you don't want a president's grave, it is pretty funny, especially when he fell down the stairs. A party more moderate on all issues than either reps or Dems would be ideal. This is what most people in America want, but unfortunately it's not realistic. Generally, the party with less power, currently Republicans at the national level, moves more towards centre to win moderate votes, so control of House, Senate, and President goes back and forth over time. Ideally, no parties, since no state. Father, forgive me, I'm in the cat house. Everyone wants to talk about standards. Well, my writer just ghosted a girl at the club because she hasn't read it. I'm literally not joking. Y'all bitches don't even know about spice. Was banned again. Red Ball has come back though. Before going to what I'm hoping is the last part of Niko, at least until he does more racist stuff, I want to talk about this theory that I've had ever since I watched Birdman. So, in this clip from Birdman, Edward Norton's character tries to have sex with this woman. I don't know the actress's name. On stage, because this is a scene where they're supposed to be under the covers, and they've just had sex, and Michael Keaton's character, bursts in. Right, the movie is about a play, kind of, or mostly about a play. So I'm talking about in the play. So they're supposed to just pretend to have sex, but Edward Norton actually wanted to have sex. And was, in fact, I think I was about to say it was very close to becoming rape, like legally, but I'm pretty sure that what he did is actually rape. And then this happens. Okay, so I wasn't actually able to find it, but basically she was so mad at him, and I think they dated for a while, but they broke up before this takes place, and she just felt so betrayed by him, and she was talking in private with a female co-worker about what had just happened. And now this woman is straight, and her co-worker kissed her, and she's going, what the hell are you doing? Oh, actually, do that again. And then they started making out, but that they got interrupted. So don't go watching the movie expecting to see like a sexy scene. It's just a bit of making out. But it made me think, what if a percentage, I don't know how big or how small, but what if a percentage of gay people or lesbian people actually are gay or lesbian because they were betrayed by, they were straight and were betrayed by their partner who is the opposite sex, and then they found comfort within a person of the same sex, and that caused them to, they felt loved, but they mistook it for being in love. Like, right, so this woman is straight. She dated Edward Norton's character. And if that never happened and this other woman kissed her, I don't think she would have enjoyed it. But because Edward Norton betrayed her, she did enjoy it. And I just feel that maybe that's like a good chunk of gay people are like that. They think they are gay, but maybe they're actually not. I don't know. And I was going to make a video on it, but I kept on being too lazy. But I was watching another movie, like just now, before I was going to go to work, and I don't want to say the name of it because I don't think they give out any reviews that I'm doing soon. But you're gonna know from what I'm gonna say. But in the movie, a man falls in love with a robot, and the robot saying that she's starting to feel emotions, and because this guy is the robot's owner, and is teaching her everything and showing her the world, because at this point she is just like a microphone, basically. She doesn't have a body, she doesn't have eyes, she can just hear the main character. But then she she starts talking about how if she were physical, what would he do? And he starts talking, he's gonna kiss her and touch her with just the tips of his fingers, and uh, have his cheek against hers, face cheeks, not other cheeks. Um, and then eventually it just turns into what is basically phone sex. And my my point is, what if she thinks she loves Fyodor, that's the main character's name, because he has shown her the world? I don't know. That's quite far away, Nico.
Oh my gosh, it's there. Look at it. It's not racist to love people. WhitePrideRadio.com. Gold. You know what's interesting? The fact they changed it. They changed this sign to make it more friendly. They've modernized it. Now, the billboard said...
Or maybe it's the fact that Christians are just perceived as these conservative, traditionalist, close-minded folks who are against anything fun. No. I'm quite a progressive person and I'm Christian.
Person strong, but not a single person I'd spoken to seemed to endorse it. But that definitely doesn't mean that racism isn't here. It just means I haven't seen it yet. Could do with some representation.
Would you stop going all over the place?
So I went into the town centre with the hope that racism would reveal itself. I went to get some food, I met a delightful friend group, and to...
I bet you that syrup that I had on that waffle there is Aunt Jemima's syrup. For those who don't know, Aunt Jemima is a brand of syrup that used to have this black mascot for it. Like, the bottle was in the shape of this mascot. But ever since George Floyd died, it actually removed Jemima. I don't know if it's still called Aunt Jemima, but they've just removed her because apparently it's racist to have a black woman on a bottle of syrup. Same way that they changed Uncle Ben's to just Ben's, because Uncle Ben's was founded probably in the 1800s, so it must be racist when actually it wasn't racist at all. It was the complete opposite of racist, and Aunt Jemima is the same. My point is, he's drinking that racist syrup.
To be honest, the craziest thing I'd seen wasn't even racist. It was just something that shocked my English mind. To make it look like I'm talking to the camera, I just can't believe it right now, because right behind us, there's a kid with a gun.
I'm trying to remember where they are. Like, what state? It's like, it's a western state, isn't it? Not western. It's a southern state, is what I meant to say. To a non-American, it's basically Texas. So I'm going to assume the laws are the same in this place as they are in Texas. Because in Texas, everyone's carrying a gun because they have their guns. You shouldn't be scared. Right, I'm gonna give you a sort of like story. I guess you could call it. To give you an example of why this is a good thing. If you're gonna commit a crime, you're best off committing it in a state like California, where guns are banned, because they're not going to be able to shoot you. But if you like, if you murder, it sounds like it's raining, but it's not. Oh crap! It is actually. Like if you murder someone in California, everyone's gonna be like, quickly call the police, and they'll be taking like at least an hour to get over because it's California. But in Texas, everyone's carrying a gun, so if you kill someone, they're all gonna whip their guns out and kill you.
How the hell does a kid get a gun? America's different, like. But don't worry, not all kids.
Also, maybe it's not an actual gun. It could be like a BB gun or something like that.
Were shooting guns. Some were shooting hoops. Basketball going on. Who's the best basketball player here?
Me, this guy.
That's you?
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name.
They call me Ringside. What I want to do is I want to take you on, and then if you beat me, I've got $20.
Oh yeah, let me hop in then. Let me hop in too.
If you miss, you're done.
I bet he's gonna start kicking the ball.
For. Oh, he's good. I think you're gonna fumble.
Mate, I'm an expert at basketball. I spent 200 hours in FIFA. I don't know why my accent turned Welsh there, but you get my point.
The bag. Oh! That was disrespectful. Guys, I'm a basketball player.
What's the point in saying, guys, I'm a basketball player, Like, that's just cringe. One, the fact that you repeat it yourself and you say, guys. Just like, what?
Oh! You think I didn't have that in my locker? Oh, I play basketball.
Another one?
Oh, you got one? What you got? Oh, he's fumbled! Sorry, man, sorry.
Just I win. Come on.
Yeah? But I won't miss.
You were saying?
Oh, God, that's dangerous. Listen, you won. Congratulations. The cannon. I appreciate it. I know you're good. I know you're good at this game.
Bro, it's Chunks from Simon.
Chunks?
I can't breathe. It's probably their first time talking to an English person, and they're thinking of black English people, and their first thought goes to the Sideman, right? Is this guy KSI? No, he's not KSI because KSI has dreadlocks and is usually laughing. This man isn't really laughing. So, maybe it's some other black guy in the Sideman. Is To Bizzle or whatever his name is in Sideman? I don't know. No, it's not. It's not To Bizzle or whatever his name is. Is it Chunks? Yeah, Chunks seems most like it.
I'm Chunks, yeah. I'm Chunks. If I'm being honest, everyone had.
Yeah, you said you even got the accent because I don't know what Chunks sounds like. I've never even heard of Chunks before, but like as I said, English. Even if you're from like the north, I don't know, Manchester or whatever, and Chunks is from London, because he's an American, he probably just thinks so. They're both English. Hell, Chunks could be Welsh and think that it's you because English. I mean, I was talking to an American once and he thought he was Scottish. I'm just gonna look up a clip to hear what Chunks sounds like. Right.
Expert black person to help us. So, ladies and gentlemen,
I think of. Okay, that actually is Nico. I've searched up Chunks, but that is Nico.
And yeah, listen, guys, Chunks here, and I'm back with another video.
Okay, that is a little racist. sounds nothing like Chunks. And also Chunks is fat. Niko isn't.
Accepted me in this town. Even Richard from the Magic game came back to meet up with me. From the videos which you've seen online, it looks like the whole town is racist. They make it look like the whole town is racist. For what I haven't seen anything. I've seen people like you.
The reason we get this racist reputation from around the world is because we have a KKK leader that actually lives like 15 miles away.
So why am I focusing on Harrison when one of
Looking for the racism. What if he couldn't find the racism and he just got pissed off? Where's my racism? Anyway. My rain is pouring now, Jesus. You can't even see it. Anyway. I forget what I was gonna say. Oh, actually, right. Thank you for understanding, Niko, that, reputations aren't always accurate.
the main reasons this town is seen as the most racist town in America is because of the leader of the KKK. I think I've realized that this man is
Oh my god, it's Ulterior God. And I'm not saying that because Ulterior God is black, I'm saying that because of the lightning storm that you had put there.
giving all the people from this town a bad name. He put up the billboard and he's the one who holds the racist marches. So far, my experience of this town has been positive. There's been people like Richard who actively wanted to help me. He literally agreed to take me wherever I wanted for free, but it was even crazier when I spoke to him and found out the daily struggles he goes through every day.
I've had multiple leg surgeries. I need to have a foot surgery, but...
Really?
Yeah, I've been putting that on the back burner for...
Right, I'm not trying to put the guy down, because, I'm sorry that he has to go through that, but how is this relevant to racism, Niko?
Quite a while. They wanted $3,200 up front.
Really?
Yeah.
And every day you're feeling that?
Oh, yes, but...
That's just what it's like living in America where you don't have free healthcare. Even though the NHS is crap, at least we have it.
It's just part of life for me.
This man is literally going through constant pain, yet he still wants to help me. And by no means am I saying that nobody in this town is racist. I just don't think it's fair to say that this is the most racist town when the main reason they have this reputation is because of a man who doesn't even live there. So I think it's time for me to take my focus off Harrison and declare war on the KKK and whoever their mystery leader is. What better place to start than Walmart?
I'm glad he's not being collectivist about this.
The place featured in that viral video. So I suited up and spoke to
Is it viral though? I never seen it.
the people. Literally came from the UK just to document this area on behalf of the BBC. What's with this town and their whole connection to the KKK?
They started in a town close to here, and they would have their town meetings. Like some of the founding members lived on the outskirts of town.
And where would they have those meetings?
Sometimes they'd be held at the
Also, you're not allowed to film in Walmart.
Hotel Seville.
The hotel, they'd be in the Hotel Seville.
Yeah.
So they were having meetings in the hotel which we're in right now. So that's got like racist links. Oh my gosh, the hotel we're staying in is a racist hotel.
It's part of the reason why my husband and my stepson won't move out here.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. So your husband's black?
Yeah.
So you're with it, man. You're with the cause. Fight the power. But it was time for me to find out who the wizard was and how I could find him. I was wondering if you could help me. I hear the great leader of the KKK.
Not the way it says fight the power when you are the power. Joe Biden is the power.
Or the grand leader of the KKK is in Zinc.
I have the foggiest idea.
Can you draw me a map on where we can go to find them? Your dad's just helping me. He's drawing me a map just to find someone.
I'm not drawing your map because I don't know what you're looking for. I don't know where it's at or what.
Okay, do you know anyone who would?
No.
Of what?
It's not in Harrison, he's in Sync. A place so small it fits in the palm of my hand. Because I've got batteries in my hand.
So, we're just doing a documentary here for the BBC, and we're trying to find...
Oh, look at that person in the BBC again. I can't even tell at this point if he's doing that, just because, it's arguably the most popular channel in Britain. R because, haha, it also means big black cock.
And the grand leader of the Triple K.
I know that he has a compound in zinc.
In Zinc.
In Zinc,
And
right.
whereabouts is this compound?
That part I
Well,
don't
Zinc
know.
Road.
Zinc.
Zinc Road.
Take the north.
If you could just
So there you go. It's not even Sink is racist. The Sink Road is racist.
put it down, it's just easier for us to follow the map.
Thomas Robb.
Oh, that's his name, Thomas
Yeah.
Robb.
How many squares do you think this racism takes up on that app? What 3 words?
Thomas Robb. He's actually the leader out here for KKK. It's supposed to be a big mansion with a
Okay,
farmhouse.
if you can just draw me how the house looks.
Other than that, I have no idea.
This honestly, thank you so much. You should be proud of your parents. They've really helped me here today for the cause.
Yep.
Let's go. Yeah. And just like that, the moment we discovered who the Grand Wizard of
The awkward face on that guy when Nico did the BLM fist is just top tier.
the KKK was, an inside man from the KKK called the police on us and they escorted us off the property. Well, we've now left, so...
I don't understand why you had to call the police when Walmart should have, like, security. Because it's America, there's security everywhere. And possibly it's because you were filming inside Walmart. You're not allowed to film inside Walmart.
Hi, there's the snitch, right over there. The wizard obviously has people here trying to stop us from finding him, but it was too late, because I already had his...
I think you've been playing too much Far Cry 5. Why don't you go back, play Far Cry 3, it's the best. Far Cry 5 is the worst, man.
Name. Thomas Robb, leader of the Ku Klux Klan. And something tells me he's not a very nice person.
My friend, when the Lord touches your heart...
We have the illegal aliens, that's bad enough, but we're bringing millions of so-called legal aliens.
My white brothers and sisters, you are a race of warriors.
Yeah, this man is a genuine racist. Here we go, I'm doing a Nazi salute, and he's saying that even legal aliens are bad, so legal immigrants. So, he just hates immigrants in general. So yes, the man is racist.
Any race of conquerors.
I think gay people is an abomination.
The Ku Klux Klan is an American white supremacist terrorist and hate group, also known as the KKK.
Right, why are you giving us a definition for the KKK? Who doesn't know what the KKK is? Even your 5-year-old audience should know what the KKK is.
Who have a history of many brutal killings of black people to keep them under...
Right, you're saying it like it's not a well-known fact that the KKK is a racist group. Like, when you say that a group has a history of being racist, usually the group that you're talking about doesn't exist just to be racist. I mean, say we'll talk about Tesla, just because I was talking about Elon Musk earlier. And you say like Tesla, which has a history of sexual misconduct, right? The point of Tesla is to make cars. Talking about sexual misconduct in Tesla is not the same as talking about racism in the KKK, because the KKK exists to be racist. It is its only function.
Control. Even today, their goal remains white supremacy and a white-ruled America. Sounds stupid.
But their members have gone down to the point where they're basically non-existent. There's probably more people living in my village than there are members of the KKK in just the state that you're currently in.
Right? Well, not stupid enough, because they still have many, many members. So I think someone needs to go down there and...
Right. I agree with you, the KKK is stupid. It is a retarded idea to hate someone based on something they can't control. But just don't call them stupid. That's just cringe. Like you wouldn't say Hitler is a bad man. Like, obviously he is.
Make these people look as stupid as they are, and I'll give it my best shot. So it's time for me to track down Thomas Robb to Zinc, and there was only one man I wanted to take me there. Is that my favorite man from Arkansas? Thank you so much, man.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, amazing to see you, man. Today we're going on adventures together.
Absolutely.
What we do have here,
Don't know why he's carrying his shoes when it's wet.
which potentially, hopefully you can take us to,
Okay.
is a map to Zinc. I was wondering if you could take us there.
I'll do my best.
Thank you, my friend. The map gave us the key, which has now activated the route to our destination. So I made myself look presentable, and I headed to the place where everyone said the racists reside. Feeling nervous? If you're confident, I'm confident, man. No, I'm not. No. I've heard a lot of things about Zinc, and absolutely none of it was positive.
Right, you've nothing to be worried about, because he might make you feel uncomfortable. You might just say, he might just point at you and say the M-word over and over again, but he's not gonna, he doesn't have the power to, like, kill you or anything, because the three of you, the driver, and the cameraman, assuming that the driver stays with you, you easily overpower him.
Now this looks like a place called Zinc. Unfortunately, the map only seemed to take us to the town of Zinc. We couldn't see this mansion that had been so beautifully drawn out. But the town population is literally 100, so I was confident we could track him down. But it didn't take long for us to get attacked. Oh, great. Great. What's going on? Listen, dogs. Yo, what the hell's going on? Listen,
Right, leave the dogs alone.
calm down, you racist dog. Yeah, that's what I thought. Pussy. I know what he's speaking to me right now. He's definitely being racist and dog. Chill, dog. Leave me alone. George is right there. George is so close to him, and he's going for me. But luckily, we ended up finding this guy who gave us directions. Hi, my friend.
You've never seen a dog be racist on television. You only ever see them barking when there's someone evil about, and he's barking at you. So that's pretty suspicious.
We're just here to interview Thomas Robb.
Is the next dirt road to your right?
And this took us deep into Zinc.
And he's not using dirt as a euphemism for your skin tone. The road's made out of dirt. It's not made out of gravel because it's a small road.
There was no going back now. No signal here, either. Have you lost signal?
I have. And here it is.
I think this is that house.
Okay, well,
We're knocking on a KKK leader's door.
I wish you luck.
Thank you, Richard.
The KKK is, at this point, is basically just an after-school club held in your mom's basement. That's how tiny it is.
Thank you so much for driving us out here. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Epic gamer.
I might die, so one of my final words be epic gamer.
Hello? What do we do?
All of a sudden goes quiet. Everyone's on the edge of their seat. But after about 10 seconds of nothing happening, everyone's like, okay, maybe nothing will happen. And all of a sudden, bang, 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 bang. Niko is just completely gone. There's so many bullet holes in him that there's more bullets than there are. Niko, you know.
We knock? Oh, Confederate. Let's speak to this person. Hello, my friend.
You need to leave.
I need to leave.
You need to leave.
I'm here on behalf of the BBC.
To be fair, at this point, I think you are trespassing on private property.
Are we not able to have a conversation?
Give me a call tomorrow, and they will ring.
Okay. How can I give you a call? Can I just get your number just so I can give you a call? We'll call you up. Okay, thank you.
Is that him?
I'm surprised he didn't dox the man. Because he's racist, therefore he doesn't deserve basic human rights. And people are going to get mad at me saying that the man does serve basic human rights. Even if he is killed, like, I don't believe in the death penalty. But, like, there was a show on Netflix that aired about a year ago, it only lasted one season, called Jupiter's Legacy, which was about a family of superheroes who've been being superheroes for about 100 years. And the most the youngest generation of the superheroes, who are in their 20s, they had no choice but to kill this bad guy, because if they didn't, one of them would have died. And then after that, they're like, you know what? We're actually fine with killing bad guys, all the way down to, like, even just people who jaywalk. Actually, Injustice was the same. But my point is that you can't just take away human rights like that, because, oh, they're racist.
Yeah, I was in. So we're now going to try and do this properly by booking in an interview with him tomorrow, and hopefully we can make something for taking an interview with him. It's because I told him I worked for the BBC. So I'm going to run with that and say that we're running a positive story on the KKK, and hopefully that tricks him into accepting an interview.
Hello, copy?
Hello, is this Thomas Robb?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, here we go.
You still there?
Hello, yes, I'm here. I'd love to get an interview with you. I've come from the UK to speak to you. We're trying to do a story on why the KKK isn't racist. We basically just want to talk it all over with you, if that's okay.
How about coming out here, not to my home,
Yeah.
but to the church right next door? You probably know where it's at.
Thank you so much. Bye.
You're welcome.
I can't believe it. You know we did the impossible. Oh my gosh. Just got an interview with the leader of KKK. You know what happens when you just say, oh, I'm from the UK, I'm from the BBC? He just thinks this is some important thing. Didn't even think to do any research. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just the BBC. And I am a BBC. The fact this man...
I think that if this guy did some research, he would have came to the conclusion that you're racist, and like, oh yes, let me talk to my fellow racist.
Has accepted an interview with the BBC with no background check or any need for identification shows his stupid intelligence level. So I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of that. My bad, mate.
Because the only thing he knows about the BBC is Doctor Who. I mean, not even Peaky Blinders airs on the BBC in America. In America, Peaky Blinders is actually a Netflix original series, because they've bought out the rights to exclusively play it in America. So, over here, like, Better Call Saul is considered a Netflix original series when it isn't. It airs on AMC, but Netflix have the rights to be the only people to play it in the UK. But this isn't relevant.
For years, Thomas Robb has had interviews and has been able to put the KKK's racist views out into the world, and I think it's time for someone to troll this man and make him look like the idiot he is.
Well, I mean, you're making it sound like you don't want him to have the ability to put his views out on the internet, or, well, just out in public. But if you don't allow that to happen, then he has to put it somewhere private. Like, right, the internet is the best place to put your views on now, and the biggest place to put your views on, the one where you're more likely to get everyone to see it, is Twitter. But if you get banned off Twitter, then you'll move down to, say, Discord or Facebook. You get banned off those. Then you go down to something else, like Telegram or WhatsApp or something. You get banned off that, and it keeps on going down to the point where they're gonna either build their own place where you don't have access to it, or use a small app that no one has heard of, and we won't be able to know what they are doing, what they are planning.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but we're about to meet up with the leader of the KKK. In the past, when I've spoken to racist people, I always try to avoid confronting them, because the moment you confront them, you get no information. We're trying to show what he actually believes. I genuinely want to find out, and then we start the trolling. But God, there is no organization more racist than the KKK, so I'm genuinely scared to hear what he's going to say. Oh, this is crazy. So this is it. So we're here at the home of Thomas Robb, home of the KKK. Here we are. Big up, Tom. I'm off. Thank you. Hello. Nice to meet you. You too. Yeah, wherever you think is best. I'm about to interview the leader of the KKK and run with the name Aymar Nons. This could go very wrong. Very, very wrong.
What's your name?
Aymar.
What's that?
Aymar Nons.
What other pieces you've done?
Have you heard of the English Defence League in the UK?
Well, I haven't. Have you heard of English Defence League? Okay.
So you know about the English Defence League?
Okay.
Yeah, so basically the English Defence League, they just basically want to keep England for English.
That's not reasonable. So you did an interview with them?
That does sound reasonable. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean kick out all immigrants. It's just that, like, we're trying to celebrate all cultures at once, but a lot of those cultures clash. For example, gay culture and Muslim culture clash because the Quran has homophobic passages, and don't get me wrong, the Bible has homophobic passages, but Christianity had a Reformation about 500 years ago. So we've looked past that. You know, it's most Christians will ignore the bad bits of the Bible and focus on the good. And while most Muslims do the same with the Quran, technically they would be considered not a real Muslim if they're not out killing infidels. Nothing of what I just said is racist or sectarian or anything.
I've done interviews with them in the past. Welcome to the BBC. We're here with Thomas Robb.
My name is Thomas Robb. I'm the National Director of the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan. I'm here with Aymar Nons and Nos.
I can't even hear what he's saying. I mean, I thought Sylvester Stallone was bad, but like, at least you can make fun of Sylvester Stallone. You can't make fun of this man. Because making fun of this man is just like, which isn't really that funny, but with Sylvester Stallone, it's more like, actually, they're the same. I can't do impressions, but just hear like Steve Coogan's impression of Sylvester Stallone. It's great.
Nonce. So Aymar Nons. Nance.
Nas.
So Nons.
Nas.
Can you say Nance?
Nas.
Nons.
Nos.
I think when you get someone whose accent isn't English. Aymar Nons. Also, you could just, spell it out for him.
Nons.
Nas.
So Nons.
Nons.
Yes, perfect.
Nons. I'm here with Aymar Nons.
So now, if we can just do that from the top.
I'm Thomas Robb. I'm here with Aymar Nons, and he's with BBC.
Yeah.
We're here having an enjoyable conversation about my involvement with the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan. I'm National Director, and welcome here to the Ozarks.
They actually call themselves Knights? Really? I thought, like when people call the leader of the KKK the Grand Wizard, I thought that was just a joke because they wear like pointy hats. I didn't know they actually called them like knights and wizards. That's so cringe.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate this. This is the highlight of my career.
The highlight of your career.
Honestly, I'm being real with you. First off, Thomas, could you just tell us about the KKK?
When people hear the name KKK, all kinds of images come to their mind. We read in his books that the clan were organized to subdue and put down black people. We don't view ourselves. We read in his books that the clan were organized to subdue and put down black people.
Like, why Americans use lynching to terrorize and control black people?
We don't view ourselves as being anti-black. We want to preserve our heritage. We want to preserve our culture. We want to preserve our identity.
If you want to stay white, there's nothing racist about that.
Absolutely.
It really annoys me when people say that the KKK is racist because there's nothing point.
Right, you've already shown that article on the left. I'm sorry, that's the first time that Panic at the Disco has uploaded in 3 years. I really hope that it's an album and not him just like doing something. You know, Clan Link is citing child killings from 1979 to 1981. So they stopped killing children 41 years ago. Clan kills 5, feds, city 8 racists. Oh, they didn't kill 5 feds. Right, okay, sorry.
Towards the KKK being racist at all. How did you start your journey with the Ku Klux Klan? Did you get assigned? Did they start you off on quests or anything?
I was always involved.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they talked like Skyrim characters, saying, one of our fellow guild members is in trouble. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
I don't care what he's involved in, if I'm honest. I just wanted to move on to the more important questions. Have you seen any of the other clans out there? I've seen clans like FaZe Clan, Optic Clan. I just think they're idiots. No one would be a higher prestige level than you.
Years ago, I used to go and speak for some other clan. But after a while, I thought these guys are idiots. Yeah, I didn't want to connect with these people, so I finally stopped speaking to other groups. And so I feel that if I were to join and pursue a career...
To be fair, I don't know of any black people in the FaZe Clan. One of them I think might be black or mixed race or just not 100% white, but I don't know. I don't watch FaZe Clan.
I could have been very successful in those careers also.
Yeah, they mean well, but they just don't have what it takes to take their clan to the levels of the Ku Klux. Would there be someone from FaZe Clan here?
I don't know. We don't ask.
Optic.
I don't ask.
Yeah. Oh, fair.
Church.
So, we don't discriminate in this church.
Maybe we do. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, he's laughing.
Right, you using gaming clans as to try and trick him. That's not really making him seem like an idiot. It's just the fact that he's old. He probably doesn't play games. Yeah. Although I think he would get a kick out of playing No Russian.
Because everybody's not welcome in our church. I'm sorry.
So could I come to this church? No. Okay. No, makes sense. Yeah, no, fair enough. What do you think of the people who say that you're racist?
What do you mean by a racist?
Someone who...
I think it would be funnier if you called yourself Uncle Ruckus instead of I'm our nonce. Because, Uncle Ruckus is a character in the Boondocks who is black, but hates black people and believes that they never should have stopped being slaves. That slavery for black people is what they deserve. It would have been funnier if you called yourself that.
Doesn't like black people or has prejudices towards black people.
Even those words don't... What do those words mean? I've got prejudice. Of course I do. Everybody has prejudice.
So is that a dumb question?
I mean, I prefer being around white people. I'm sorry. That's the way it is,
Oh, no, but
He is right when he says that everybody has prejudices. It's just that not everyone has more radical prejudices like him, like me. I'm prejudiced against basic bitches, I guess. I was trying to think of a group. Yeah, just basic bitches. Don't like them. Which unfortunately is 99% of the women in my school. And I've just got an ad for Heartstopper because I'm on Netflix right now. I'm not watching Heartstopper, not because it's gay. I don't have a problem with that, but the fact that it's based off of a web comic. I would never watch something that is based off of something that a person has put on the internet. Like, if Heartstopper was officially released, then yeah, I wouldn't watch it because romance stuff isn't really my thing unless it's a comedy. But I would, the possibility of that getting to it, but because it's based off a webcomic, then definitely not. I mean, like, what if they made an adaptation out of something that I wrote and put on the internet? I wouldn't consider that real fiction. Anyway, I was hoping to finish it in this episode, but I guess I'll just have to do it tomorrow.